Alright guys, doing something a little bit different here. A live community cast. We've got Dov plays and Sakarma squaring off against each other. Sakarma is commanding the Legion of the Ratmen, the Skaven, and Dov plays is playing my favorite faction of all, the High Elves. Now let's take a look at what Sakarma's doing, aside from weirding me out with his setup here. He's got some Storm Vermin with Halberds, which is going to be pretty great here. I just have some Clan Reps with Spears as well. But then just a solid line of Plague Monks with Plague Sensor Bears as well. And some Gutter Runners with Poison. He does have Doom Wheels, which are going to be a hard thing for High Elves to answer. They are quite strong. But he did go with Gracier with Ruin and just a lowly Assassin to help protect him. They're a very good combination together because people are going to be focusing down that Gracier pretty hard and heavy. But the Assassin can do quite a bit to protect that Gracier as far as focusing down whatever does attack him. Now, on the Dov play side of the realm, here we've got 4 units of, almost said 3, of White Lions, 2 units of Silver Helms with Shields, 2 units of Tyrannok Chariots, or I'm sorry, 3 units of Tyrannok Chariots with a High Mage in a Chariot as well, and then 2 units of Spears with a Prince on a Sun Dragon, not a Star Dragon there. And also he's got what looks to be Illyrian Reavers. Yeah, Illyrian Reavers not bow option. So he's definitely going to have a lot more of a cav presence here. With all these chariots, he is going to maybe be rolling through the tides, the rat tide here. Interesting setup by Sakarma. I'm curious to see how it comes to fruition here. As I hold down space and just see like sloppy dots everywhere, just total Skaven fashion. Tyrannok Chariots already starting to open up. Now, the Tyrannok Chariots are the ranged option here. We can see they do magic damage and they are anti-infantry, but they are not the Ithalmar Chariots, which are the more close combat variant. But I believe they have their Reaver Bows. Yeah, the Reaver Bows, which are a magic item in the tabletop. Ooh, the Breath from Dov play is going out on the Doom Wheel. Not terribly effective. Managed to get up in that White Lions line, kind of disrupt things a little bit. But the Silver Helms are coming to chase it down hot and heavy. Oh. Oh, yeah. Stab that wheel. Lol, look at that just swarm of death. Let's get all up close and personal here. Yeah. Yes. Do it. That little assassin just running in there. Things are starting to get pretty crazy over here, but the Skaven line is kind of faltering here. But it's a terribly like crazy engagement. There's no like solid line of battle. There's a lot of blob, but there's like a lot of blob with other units within it. But ooh, targeted the Gracier of Ruin there. Didn't do a ton of damage. We do have 1 unit of Illyrian Reavers already shattered here. The Death Runners, which I thought were Plague Monks earlier, are squaring off against these White Lions, but they're not holding the line too well. Tyrannok Chariot, one of them already kind of broken down and quite literally broken. But 1 unit of Tyrannok Chariots in good health. We have the Spearmen. It's kind of square off against some Plague Monks. Not going to go too... Ooh, a good explosion there. In fact, I say good explosion, but I'm not sure what it hit. Definitely hit that... that Prince who's getting just swarmed down. Look at that. Oh. Look at those little creatures. Those little rat claws just scratching at that scaly hide. I don't know why they sound like that, but they're going to sound like it for this rendition right now. The Prince is broken. Do have some Silver Helms here. Still in the fight. That can do some damage. They are anti-infantry, so they can get up in close and personal. And cause some serious amount of routing, hopefully. What Dov needs to do is get in behind these 2 huge lanes open to him to do quite a bit of damage. Doom Wheel being targeted by the Prince again here. Not to great effect. The breath attack of all of the dragons needs to target a unit down the side of it. That's how it really gets a chance to do a lot more damage than had you just gone with a single hard target like a Doom Wheel or like a Gracier of Ruin. 1 unit of Silver Helms already starting to break off here. Those Stormvermin with halberds, though, are going to really do short work of both the Prince and any of the larger units left, which is quite a bit of Dov Play's army. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a good place for that guy to be trouncing about. You got those Stormvermin. They are ready to bring the halberd. We can see, though, I mean, things are pretty kind of half and half in the front line here. But I think that these Stormvermin are going to make short work of both the chariot and this Prince. The other one's already starting to flee. One unit of White Lions fleeing again, and another one fleeing again. The front line for the High Elves is pretty well compromised at this point. You get a rear charge in of some Silver Helms. Oh, just punting them just punting those little Skaven. Blocking down those gutter runners with poison. Tyrannok chariots are being used pretty well here. They are kiting around the things that are their biggest weakness on the battlefield, which are going to be those Stormvermin with halberds. Because as you can see, we do have that AP, we have that anti-large, so they're going to be quite strong against those larger foes. Some White Lions coming back here, looking to deliver some pain. And a Doom Wheel coming in, though, hard and heavy. I apologize, it's allergy season, so it's just already starting to destroy me. Knocking out one of these White Lions. Prince Oak trying to come to save the day. Prince has been getting some pretty hefty heals, though, from the mage. I believe it was a... We didn't see what kind of mage it was. I think it was a high mage. Yeah, a high mage. The Greyseer of Ruin, though, still in pretty good health as well. I mean, it's a pretty dicey fight here, guys. I mean, it's just been ebbing back and forth, ebbing back and forth. Maybe get another good cab charge in there, right to the side. Boom! Look at that Skaven launch. I kind of like this format because I can focus on all the cinematic shots. Oh! Can the Skaven clinch it here? Can they get a mass rout? Doom Wheel starting to fall down hot and heavy. But so the Prince is not doing too well either. With the assassin on him, oh man. Oh! That heal was pretty timely, but I think we still might get the Prince breaking here. Majority of the Skaven army has fled to the back here where the chariots are trying to mop up, keep them broken. They still have one unit of Alien Reavers in the back here. Two of these units of White Lions have rallied. The Prince got back up into the air and is steady. He's no longer breaking, so I think it's pretty safe to say right now the High Elves probably have this. I smell failure! Tis but a flesh wound. Dude, the assassin just getting poked by these Silver Helms. Stormvermin starting to finally kind of tank here. The remainder of the High Elf army is coming back. What's left of the Skaven army is really starting to fly off the board here. I think now we're going to start to see some army losses kick in pretty soon. It's pretty crazy because the assassin and the Greyseer go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh! Get a little spear charge into this here assassin. I love that they added the blood mod, Blood for the Blood God version 2.0. I don't even know why they're making that creaking noise. Dragon from on high. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh! And that is the game there. Holy crap. So, really strong play there. Really, a lot of strong play by Dov Plays. My biggest critique, I would say, is that he needed to use the Prince on more units rather than hard targets such as the Doom Wheel or the Greyseer. The Greyseer didn't even actually die. He ended up just losing because of army losses here towards the end. But we did see a lot of really strong use with the Doom Wheel. The Doom Wheel is hard to... It's hard for the High Elves to truly answer, I feel. Unless you take a lot of Phoenix Guard, you're really going to be... That Doom Wheel is going to bog you down, especially if they take 2 or 3. It's bad news for you. But the Silverhelms lived with their anti-infantry name, 93 and 117 kills, great across the board. But then 65, 60, and 118 from the Tyrannok Chariots, great kills from them. Even got a lot of use out of the Spearmen, 101 and 45. But, you know, with a Horde army like Skaven, it is to be expected to getting 97, 65, 75, 44 kills. Even the High Mage got a whopping 66 kills, which is pretty impressive. But you definitely can see that the Plague Monks in the front line were used to really good effect with their AP characteristic, 28, 36, and 21. The Death Runners, I feel, didn't get as great of a return. Only got a total of, what, 27 kills for quite a costly unit by comparison to the Plague Monks as far as utility goes. So I think that they could have been subbed out for even more Plague Monks, to be totally honest. But overall, great fight. Definitely a valiant defeat, indeed. We were down to the wire there, and I couldn't tell who was going to win. But it definitely seems that the High Elves pulled it off in the end, as they deserved to. But that concludes here the first fight. And I appreciate you guys here watching today. Let me know if you have any of your own community casts you wanted to put in here. I'd love to go ahead and drop them in. We haven't had a whole ton with Total War Warhammer 2, so if you guys do have some, feel free to use my my YouTube business email address and go ahead and send them on over, and I will get them casted and up on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one and take care.